back with another video. I had to go live for a minute to talk to you peoples that's rocking with the F.O.M DTF. I was sick as heck. I was super sick. So I wasn't dropping any content. Still sick as well. You can hear it in my nose. I just recently released the videos talking a little bit about it. So finally had a chance to get back to my humble abode. If I can kick back and relax in the state of myself and not trying to, spread germs around until I'm fully recovered. But anyway, so I decided let me just jump online and see what's going on with the peoples out here. Let me go ahead and get into frame a little bit more. But yeah, so I feel a little bit better. I feel a lot better actually. So I was down for the last couple of days. But just released a video. I was out and about, had to go make a run to Lowe's and grab some little things. And I was having a lot of customers, well, potential customers, people hitting me up, calling me saying, hey, I found you on Google. Do you do next day deliveries or do same day orders or whatnot? And I figured, I told too many people, no, we don't, no, we don't, no, we don't. So I just feel, let me get my words right. Because like I said, I'm not myself. But I just feel like I told too many people no. And that's like something that I don't like saying a lot. So we kind of figured it out. So what we're going to do is try to have a little small operation set up to where we can do overnight, not overnight, but 24 hours, printing for people can, get their orders or shirts or whatever they have that they need by the next day or today or whatever type of situation. So we're going to try to see how we're going to try to work this out. I'm going to try it and see what I can do. Somebody just had hit me up. So I'm going to see if I can work it out. What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Jesus Customs. What's going on? So yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're going to try to see if we can start doing these 24 hours or next day prints for a lot of local customers. So I've been, thinking about it and something I talked to my fiance about. So she's like, yeah, let's make it happen. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it happen. But I don't like to put too much stress on myself. But at the same time, we're going to try to see how we can, you know, put everything together and get it going. So anyway, so I went and purchased I'll show you guys right here. I went and purchased me one of these inlines right here. So I had to went and grab one of these right here. So this, I went and got this a little bit earlier. And I went and got some little duck right here. Went and got a little bit. So I'm gonna go buy some more, but I just got a little bit for now. I think I only need this really one. So but from what I, calculated, probably just need this one for now. So yeah, we have that right there, and also I got a filter coming too as well. So we're gonna put all this stuff in perspective and get everything set up, so we can have an operation going, and it can just be blazing and blazing and blazing. Make sure we got the right system set up for the, quality control, the air and everything set up right. So yeah, so other than that, we're gonna get it in. We're gonna make it happen. So yeah, yeah. But anyways, uh, I want to address this. I see we only got one person on, but people will probably watch this down the line as it probably, get released. Excuse me. Right now it's gloomy outside and the humidity is it's been all over the place. So that's another thing that we gotta work out too. And I have dehumidifier. I have, you know, nice little system set up too as well that I'm gonna move into my location and put that together too. So I have everything I basically need to have a good, clean, fresh environment and climate control and whatnot. So yeah. So we got everything. It's gonna be a nice little setup. But like I said, we're gonna see how long we can pull it off. We're gonna offer this for let's see how long, and hopefully it works. If it do, it do. If it don't, it don't. At least I say I tried. But yeah, we have images. We had just so many images that we had to knock out just lately. And a lot of customers that's been new to the DTF, I noticed that they haven't been sizing their images. They haven't been reading the image requirements. They just been uploading and asking me, can can I get this by tomorrow or the day after? With the text messages and having either, looked at the image, made sure that it's the size, the background is removed, and they have the right resolution. A lot of these things, you can't be in a rush to do things and ask to have it back and don't have it in the right printable format. That's going to be hard to do. And especially if you guys don't leave a contact information, just leave an email, and you have a certain date in your head that you need this back by. All that stuff needs to be factored in. We have to be working as a unit. So that's my main thing. If I can help you guys, I can. But if I can't, then I can't. But I can try to do the best to complement your situation and what you have going on. So yeah, so I've been having a lot of customers reaching out, potential customers as well, and they haven't been, keeping up the end of their bargain, you know. And then we have a lot of people that's interested in purchasing these printers as well, and they want to know what's the good printer for them and whatnot. So I tell them, you want to know, just contact me offline, and I can talk to you a little bit more better than me just telling you one thing, because it comes with variables. Budget for once, the space that you have, and if you have any experience with DTF or dealing with a large printer or about to deal with a large printer, all this stuff comes into factor because you can purchase a printer and you can make it work, but how long can you make it work? So you won't be sitting up trying to get support and you can't figure out who can help you. Then you got orders coming in and your show gonna be like cut short, or you got to go outsource the work to keep the business going and take a pay cut and all that other type of stuff, but make a happy customer. So it's all this in one big old pot of gumbo as you cooking it up. So I had to take a step back and evaluate too, because some people that does this on the side job and got a actual 9 to 5 job, it's gonna be hard to juggle this DTF because if you don't really have that seasoned experience and know about maintenance and things and whatnot, even if you're not using their printer, at least do some type of maintenance to it that day or later on that day. Don't skip a day or two or whatever. Make sure you maintenance it every day as if you about to get ready to print. Why? Because I look at it like a heavyweight fight. I look at it like a boxing match, and you're gonna train until that fight come up. You don't want to just train a couple of days and think and just stop training at all. You still gotta keep the cardio going for you can last those rounds, because a whole different train of thought comes when that printer don't print. Yeah, oh man, what the heck? I told this person I can make it, and you already have stuff lined up already, and don't know if the printer gonna be able to perform. So you gotta keep it going and keep the maintenance, and that's it. And one day you say, "Hey, I'm about to print tomorrow. Yeah, I've been making some printer. The printer here is good. Yeah, everything's ready to go." And then you up and you out. Boom. There you go. So I do the same thing, you know, every day to my printer. And if it ain't converted already, if your printer just what has original ink, and then you don't have to worry about these things. But if it's a converted printer and you have the DTF ink inside, it has to be maintenance and maintained every day, not every other week. And for the people that reach it out to me and they purchase the Asian printers with the two heads, you got to maintenance those printers every day too and wet cap them, because if you don't, you're gonna have some problems. And I say that to the people that say, "Hey, I got a printer, but I'm gonna clean it every other day because it's new." Okay, print head in perfect condition, haven't really been used that much, so that doesn't mean that it's not gonna clog, you know. And then another thing too, it's like when you deal with the Asian printers too, what I noticed one thing is that the print heads they come online when it's super cold, because the sensor it does something to the sensors on the print heads. That's why I like the printer that I print with. Not saying nothing's bad about it, but you got to keep the print environment in the room. You got to keep that at a certain temperature all the time. You can't let it slip up and go up or down, because if you do, it's going to affect the quality of the print, or it's going to affect the sensor because it's open, it's bigger cap, so it's affected by the environment more. So you want to keep that in mind too. So people thinking, "Hey, he don't know what he's talking about," and people say, "Oh, he does know what he talked about." So you'll experience this later on down the line. If you got a nice shop and it's not installated properly, and you think about purchasing one of these printers and think it's going to print every day the way you got it when it's set up, it's not. Something's going to happen. So you got to make sure you keep the environment, you know, at a certain temperature all the time. 40, 45, 40 sweet spots they call it. You don't want to get up to the 50s and 55s and stuff like that, because it's going to start affecting the print, affecting the transfer film, affecting the way it looks when you actually get into the high volume of printing all day. You're like, oh man, all this is messed up. Oh man, we messed up. What we gonna do? So, you want to be able to keep your eye on it and watch the printer print so you can be one with the printer and know, the do's and don'ts and know what happens. Because when I walk into my print room and I get in there, and if it feels kind of chilly or it feels kind of warm in there, I'm gonna go straight to the humidity and look. It's okay. Let me bring this down, or I can feel it. Like, no, if I feel good, then I know the printer feel good. So you got to come that type of one with your printer. You got to know about the environment when you come inside a place. You got to know exactly if it's gonna be the right environment for you or for the printer. So that's just something that I learned down the line. You know, and I had one customer I spoke to. He didn't have an humidifier. He didn't have nothing to check the humidity. He didn't have anything. He was just printing, and he said he been printing like that for a while. But he was like, "Well, when it be cold in here, I kind of like keep it warm or keep it at a certain temperature before I start printing." And he just got that off the bat. And some people they don't have that type of, oh, I didn't know that. Something that he knew. He said, I've been printing for a while with the small printer, and I noticed that, but I do need to get one, but I never got one. But I keep it like this. So he got some type of formula. And I said, hey, if it works for you. But anybody and everybody needs to training and needs to know about what they're getting into to keep everything going. So you can turn the side hustle into a main business that you make money from, like I did. The side hustles for me now. DTF printing, I do it every day, all day long. So to do it for a life, do it for a business, for bread and butter, you're gonna be more focused on it because you got more time for it. Because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to make it. So so we have the best of both worlds, guys. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna get offline. But if you have any questions, that anyone that's on here, I'm free to answer a question or two right now while I can. But what I was doing, I got my software back here. I'm learning how to actually, I'm learning what good program is good for me to actually start doing videos and doing live, videos, and start to share my screen with you guys so I can start doing, some reactions to certain things or whatnot in a good way. So yeah, I've been trying to get my formula up because I got too many subscribers that's on my channel for people not to be watching it. I should have 500 views every other day because I got 1,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. So I'm gonna draw the people in more by me dropping more content. Let me go ahead and get me some water. My mouth's starting to dry. Yeah, so that's what I figured out. So anyways, I really like YouTube. I really like YouTube. I think it's actually fun, to be honest with you. You can do what you want. You can become a star in your own right, in your own way. And you go out and I had one person this is crazy. I had one person I went out and my fiance is with me. He said, hey man, I seen you on YouTube. You guys can I'm like, I felt so happy. I'm like, oh, I'm a star. I made it. I finally made it. Somebody seen my YouTube channel. I finally made it. Somebody in public like just see me like, hey man, you the guy that's on YouTube. And then not only that, right? Before I get off, I'm gonna say this too. Somebody needed their printer serviced, and I ended up going out, spoke to the person, and when I came there, they had my ink sitting on the floor and had some other ink sitting there too. And my fiance would nudge me. She was like, look at the ink," because I'm talking about the printer and about what's going on with it. And I looked and I said, "Hey, that's my ink." He's like, "Yeah, I got your ink later on down the line, but I used this ink right here, and I shouldn't have got it. I thought." And he was like, "Yeah, we should use mine." But anyways, we end up that printer right there. After I told him how much it was going to cost to fix and get up and going, he was like, "Just take it. I don't even want it." So he gave me the printer. I took it with me, ended up getting it fixed up, and called him up. "Hey, you want the printer? I gave it to you, such such." No, no. So I kept it. You know. Anyway, so that's another story. But yeah, so that's another person said, "Hey, like I seen you somewhere before." But get back to before I told him it was my ink because I overjumped it. The overjump. He was like, "I seen you somewhere before," and I said, "Yeah, that's my ink right there." He said, "I knew I seen you. Hey, I seen you on YouTube, man. Wow, nice to meet you." And that is the actual The second time somebody actually seen me, and I was like, I felt so just like pumped up, like you know what I mean. But so that's why I figured out like, man, I like YouTube, so let me take it a little bit more serious. Let me get some better content. Let me. But I like to just speak about certain things and experiencing with this DTF because I feel that, and I'm not. Let me take that back. I know for a fact it's a lot of companies out here is not going to give that intimate conversation with you about DTF because they really don't really know too much. They do. They just know this enough just to sell some products, or they go hire somebody else who's who's good at it, who's good at talking, and tell them about the products, and then they gonna go ahead and memorize whatever they gonna memorize and tell it to you. They get them sales up, and they got the money to advertise and market to the people. So that's why these other companies are on the top with the DTF, and they're going with the two-headed printers, and that's all they want to show you is two-headed printers. But you know, the people who not really thinking about it when they go to these trade shows and they go to this companies and then that company and then that company, they ask them what type of printer, and they showing you the actual printer print, the powder shaker powder, and bake the actual transfer. Then they actually showing you the actual transfer. Then they actually showing you press the transfer pressed on the shirt. So they showing you all these processes right here, right? You can look, this is the transfer. Look, this is the shirt. Look, this is the printer. Look, this is how the paper goes down into the actual shaker. You see, this is where the powders it, and this is where see the little roller right here, where it beats it off at, and then see it goes inside the oven and it dries it, and then come over here and you look down right here, it rolls it up. You see that? 25,000, 35,000, 18,000. See how they explained it to you? I explained it to you from all the way from start to finish. They're gonna have the whole process there. You can go to the next booth, 20,000, 25,000, 18,000, 15,000. Well, we finance. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't really have the technical skill set to run and operate this printer, even though they're gonna give you technical support. But some people don't know about these printers when it's a lot of different technical things. I don't want to badmouth anything. I don't want to discourage anybody. I'm just telling you it's a lot to be dealt with for 2018, 15,000. It's a lot to be dealt with, you know, a lot to be dealt with. And you got to put those printers together too. You got to put the printer together, the print heads. You got to do to put the ribbon cables together. You got to put up ribbon cable, down print cable, right print cable, left print cable, upper and down, and you got to put the control board. You got to put everything together. Make sure the plate gap adjusts itself, and then you got to do some percentages, calculations, and then you got to do print head alignment for the right color, left color, and then you got to make sure everything's printing right. Make sure the film is loaded right. Make sure it's not warped, it's even. You got to do a gang of different type of stuff with these printers before you can get that success going and make sure everything is properly with the ventilation system and the printer set up. Everything. It's a lot of work behind the scenes to make the quality transfer that people need, and then the marketing behind it and the advertisement behind it and everything and the maintenance behind everything. It's a lot to go with this print, man. Before I jumped in, I was like, "Dang, man, it's a lot. It's a lot." But you can make this much money if you get all these pieces together and learn how to do this and learn how to do that. All that technical stuff, we gotta do all that. Dang, it's a lot. But if I can figure that part out, I keep the printer going. Okay, sign me up. I want that hard ass shit. Sign me up. I want the headache. I want the sweat. Sign me up. That's why I said sign me up. Cause I knew it wasn't gonna be an easy road with this DTF printing. I knew it for sure. For sure, there's gonna be some terrain, some mountains, some hills. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like man, climbing Mount Rushmore. You're gonna go right up to the top, you know what I mean? But yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with that right there. But for all the ones that's into the DTF, make sure that you get, some good information, or make sure you go and try to research more and figure your situation that you have out. And if you need transfers, if your business or anybody printer goes down, come holler at me. Go to the website, FOMDTF.com. Put your measurements, your sizes. You can see the pricing, and you can put shipment overnight, or you can do whatever you want, rush delivery, however you want. We can take care of you. I don't show my print location, but we have multiple printers that we print with, and we have a nice, good, amount of what you say workflow we can handle. And I don't show my location for competitor reasons, like they say. I got that from a guy. You know, but anyway, I ain't gonna do that. But anyways, you know, and it's crazy because the one person he was talking. Let me say this: Mamaki is the best printer. Yeah, you're not doing DTF because you don't have what Maki has and this and that. And the guy don't even have a Mamaki printer. He first they was supposed to be in partners with Mamaki, and then after that they was showing their little warehouse they're gonna have set up, and they was making videos. They was making you know they had a what they have was a web page set up with Maki printers and Maki this with Maki that. They had a whole setup, and we gonna be printing this. They was doing videos and stuff, and now they printing what a total different printer, Asian printer at that, two-headed printer, the one they was talking bad about. Well, not saying talking bad about, but just acting like they won't use those anymore. They're gonna use this printer. But they found out how much the printer cost with the financing, or they say, hey, I ain't gonna spend 15,000 on that printer. I'm gonna get this one over here for this price. I'm probably gonna buy two for the price of that one over there. You know, and I just look at people, and how they just mislead the peoples or try to make it sound like it's one way, but now they tuck their tail and go a whole nother direction and having a whole nother product. And then when they have to go and address the people like, oh, we wasn't gonna go with this, but we started not to because this and that, even though that's a good printer, this and that, and all of a sudden you on some a whole nother way. See me, I stay the same all the way through. I've been the same person all the way through. And I don't have nobody in my videos training me and telling me about what's this and what's that, what's this, what's that. And then I try to go and memorize everything and come tell it to the people as if I'm doing it personally myself. But I'm having training videos and people training me. Like, come on, man. I'm a real boss, man. Nobody trained me to do nothing. I do everything myself. I learned this myself. I don't need nobody to stand up and say, hey, we helped him and we built him or nothing like that. So that's my main thing that I look at when I look back and say, dang, I really built it myself. So that's what I look at. Like I'm like Liam Nielsen. I possess a skill way far greater than you think and you can imagine. uh, man, man, that old school movie Taken, when his daughter got taken, he told that dude on the phone, hey, I possess a skill way far greater than you think and that you ever can imagine. That's where I'm at right now. So good things happen to good people and bad things happen to bad people. Or good things happen to bad people too. Just because, hey, you fight the wrong place, wrong time. Or maybe God giving you a wake up call. Or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That is where I see it. But you ain't gonna throw nothing at you that you can't handle. That's what I was told. And that's what I see. Well, anyways, we got new things coming to the channel, guys. We got new things coming to the channel. I really appreciate everybody for watching, like, commenting, subscribing, and supporting the channel. Because the channel gonna support you if you support the channel. I tell people that all the time. Let me say one more thing. You know, I let people hang themselves. I let people burn their own bridges. Let me just say that. Because I'm a person that if I say one thing today and I don't deal with a person, you can call me back tomorrow or the day after. And then we'll set the record right back from zero to go forth again. This is all business. It's nothing personal. I don't take anything personal. That's how I got further in life when I started taking things personal. You know what I mean? I don't do unto others as they do unto you. I treat people how I want to be treated. If you don't, I voice it and let you know, and I keep pushing. That's it. If not, you pick up the phone to call me, I don't answer, and you see me make a video, and you're like, dang, you reach out to me inside the video, and I reach out to you in the video, and you say you're going to call me, and you call me, we all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to help you. But if you don't call me, and when you do call me, I'm going to help you. It's all good. It's still the same thing. So basically, I'm trying to tell people I don't care. As long as you need the help, we going to help. Simple as that. I don't take anything personal. Not at all. For people who watch me on the low and act like they don't watch me, you can contact me if you want to. But at the end of the day, it's all business. So, I'm just willing to help people willing to help themselves. I will not bend over. I will not crack. I will not break for anybody, but I can help you. Help yourselves. So that's all I can say for now. Thank you people for watching. I really appreciate you. God bless everybody. And that's it for now. Peace.